Most of the ladies from the Real Housewives of Atlanta have their own intro on my channel, but Porsha Williams' intro is the longest because most of the conversations and the back and forth have to do with how she got with her now husband. And most of you know the story, but the intro is a perfect way to get into the video. But if you have seen Porsha Williams' intro before, you can fast forward. This is just for the people who wants to sit through it because it is hilarious. I'm just giving you a warning because I do not want to get the, oh my goodness, get to the current content already. This intro is too long. You can always skip the intro and get straight to the current content.
I just feel like, even though you may not be married, it's just some things are just common sense of how to behave around a married couple. Mm-hmm. And for me, I don't even like to stand and look someone's husband eye to eye and carry on more than a 3-minute conversation. Mm-hmm. So when we go to exchange telephone numbers, like I was telling somebody the other day, every type of communication that you have with this couple needs to go through the wife. And you should know that at some point in your life. And if you overstep that boundary, then your intentions were wrong from the beginning.
Porsha wrote a coloring book about wanting to be R. Kelly's main girl despite him having a wife, leaving a woman that was screaming to be let out of R. Kelly's sex cult. She fantasized about her ex-husband being her man when he was in a public relationship with his baby mother. Then she's engaged to a dude whose soon-to-be ex-wife was her co-worker. She met both of them on the show at the same time and started an affair with him. So yeah, journalists are going to ask basic questions and not stroke your ego.
Damn. I'm sorry.
I work for Dish Nation. I am in the world of journalism. So my word
now she's a journalist. Journalism is.
So you're downplaying my job? This word right here is killing me. What's this?
Reciprocation?
Reciprocity.
Let me see, Porsha.
It's a bit. It's
reciprocity.
Reciprocity. No. No. Look at it. Come look at it. Come look at it.
Give me a minute.
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity. Hot mess, child.
I would like Porsha to spell scepter. No.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
Somebody wrote it. That's on 265 days a year. What is wrong with that?
Shout the season, man.
Porsha Williams coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? That's false. But Porsha Barbadia is in the building. See y'all. Mwah.
Porsha captioned the video, season 16, let's go, peach emoji, hashtag RHOA, are y'all ready, okay, with those emojis. Kenya Moore responded, come on, sweet 16.
Well, I guess Porsha Williams is coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta because
Porsha Barbadia
just filed for divorce, child, and we don't even know if that's truly her real name because you all know I've been reporting about it that the man re-entered this country after being deported due to his criminal past under a fake name and fake identity, got his paperwork under that fake identity, and then decided to file for a citizenship in this country under that fake identity, and that's how he was caught. For those of you who missed that video, I will play everything else at the end. But if you want more information on Porsha filing for divorce, I have linked that video in the description below. So on the 18th of February, as you can see from the date that this video was posted, deported. Porsha husband denied U.S. citizenship due to criminal past with bank and credit card fraud. Okay, most of you are aware that I did a video on this when Falynn announced that she was the new spokesperson, ambassador, face, and the list goes on and on for Portia Williams' ex-fiance Dennis brand, okay, his alcohol brand, okay. So when all of this was going on, of course, people were going to go to her page looking for tea or simply like, girl, did you hear? Girl, did you see? So on her page, the most recent picture when all of this happened was amazing business people, okay? Y'all gonna come over here for some tea. This is the perfect time to promote. So she posted this image with the emoji with a teacup, as you can see, and then she tagged Dennis alcohol brand. Okay, and you can also see when you go to the bottom of the page, it shows the image was uploaded 5 days ago. So posted 5 days ago. Now under that image, you had comments like, you dodge a bullet and the tea is piping hot. Laughing of, you said he was a schemer. You said it. Dennis and Falynn, let's go. Yeah, so messy. LOL. If minding my business is a person, the public humiliation she's about to suffer will make the humiliation they put you through look like a walk in the park. Karma doesn't forget anybody's address. Okay? Karma is always my favorite lady. And of course, people over here laughing and all of that. Now, this one you can't fake. Instagram stories disappears in 24 hours. They're not permanently on your page. So when people kept leaving comments and tagging Falynn and all of that, she did respond by going to her Instagram story, posting this right here, "Don't at me," and laughing at the entire situation. And I took a screenshot, and as you can see, it shows Sunday the 18th when I posted that video. Falynn is basically saying, I told ya, I said all of these things, not about his whole illegal name change and all of that, but the part about the alleged scheming and houses not being in his name and all of that. And people said she was jealous. You know, she was jealous and she was bitter and she's just mad and all of that. So what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to go ahead and laugh. Basically, I told you so. Falynn then came right behind that post and posted, subscribe. We have a lot to discuss on live tonight. This is a screenshot version, but it's actually a video version, and you can see the lady eating the popcorn and all of that. I just took a screenshot, okay? So this is where people then started accusing Falynn of creating this whole membership to capitalize of Portia and Simon issues, telling people to subscribe and give her monthly payments, pretending like she's going to go live and spill some tea and tell their business and all of that. Now, of course, if your ex-husband and his now soon-to-be ex-wife are in the news and they are hot topic and people are coming to your page and tagging you and doing all of that, you posting subscribe to my membership on Instagram, of course, nosy people are going to subscribe to hear what you're going to say. The content is exclusive, so of course, I'm not going to ever share anyone exclusive content. But I also understand why people felt like she was trying to capitalize and make some money, asking people to subscribe during all of this, because most of these people, they don't follow Falynn. They don't care about Falynn. It's like, okay, she's not a hot topic anymore. Why do I care? Even some of you be in my comments because I still post Falynn. I still keep up with her. Every now and again, I post her and y'all be like, why are you still posting her? So if you don't follow her and you go to her page and you see subscribe now, of course, you're going to assume. But on the 19th of January this year, as you can see, like I said, I still support Falynn. I posted a video titled Tears, Laughter, and Prayers. Falynn on dating in Atlanta. Don't do it. Laughing face emoji. Refuses to be another trophy wife. At the end of her very transparent Q&A about being a little lost right now and life has been difficult and all of that, and you know, having random tears and laughter, I'm here for her being this transparent. Falynn posted this in that video as well. She extended the sale for meaning she's had her membership for a long time because I follow her and all of that, okay? This wasn't no money grab. Let me create a membership in the midst of their drama, hoping that people will subscribe and then I can gain money from all of this. She's always had her membership for the people that were leaving comments and did not know. But if Falynn wanted to capitalize of this drama, it's a part of her story. It's a part of her history, and she can talk about it. If she wants to hop on Instagram Live and be petty, she can, because the ex-husband had no problems hopping on Instagram Live, being petty, disrespecting her and all of that. But I love that she's moving with a lot more grace. I'm going to simply post, don't at me with my laughing face emojis, but that's as much as you're going to get from me publicly. Now, like I said, I will not be sharing Falynn exclusive content. I will never do that. That's the reason why people are paying. But publicly, she's keeping it, you know what I'm saying? Low key, she's not doing too much. When she went through her issues, he was being petty. Apart from him being petty, when she moved on with somebody else and their situation did not work out, they were being petty. Their captions on their loved up images around that time were extra spicy. Almost like, look at us. Yeah, I said we wouldn't make it. We're still standing. This is a forever thing. And the list goes on and on. And now look. I know some of you be like, Vina, why you keep using this picture with Portia mouth open? This is the perfect description of exactly what he was walking into in their life. And that's the reason why I use this picture all the time, because this is a screenshot from Portia, once again, being victim Portia, blaming everybody for the reason why she behaved a certain way. And then her supporters coddle her. They gave her a pass. You know, the same way how she physically, you know, assaulted, like put her hands in Kenya's hair and then she cried. You know, was a part of the whole Phaedra Parks lying on Candy situation. Child, Portia said, I'm about to save my job. She started to fake tears, okay? Candy warned her about Dennis, and other people did. She didn't care, and then I'm not blaming her for what he did, okay? But when it was exposed, yes, Portia crying again. Portia saw all of the signs and proof and evidence and everything. Portia is a grown woman who knows better. Portia knows better. And she still married the man. But she's about to come back over here with the tears, sympathy for Portia again. So this picture described their union perfectly, because when he said, I'm going over here and it's going to be better and everything is going to be great, and then he's holding Portia, preventing her from fighting. She didn't have no Kenya more to blame. She didn't have the same people that people, this person provoked me. Nobody was there to blame but Portia, and she was still exhibiting the same behavior, because why? She's never held accountable, and her bad behaviors, they get rewarded. I mean, Kenya Moore got married off the show, punished, salary cut in half. I know my worth, I'm quitting. She quits. They beg her to come back. They pay her what she deserves. She comes back. Portia had the biggest scandal. Ratings gold, okay? But she walked away from the actual show that she could have helped with her storyline, everything she was going through. Then she was rewarded with her own show, and on her own show, she basically told them, I'm not telling you anything. Yes, there was a big fight last night, but I'm not talking about it. Matter of fact, I'm calling my entire family and everyone here and telling them, don't speak on it. And it took production stepping in and saying, are we just going to pretend like nothing happened last night? You know what? Since you want to play with our money, we're going to show the entire fight. We are going to show you being Portia again. We are not cutting it out. And Portia got upset. And then she comes back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she gets rewarded with this huge deal. And we're about to see the I didn't know, and Portia crying again when Portia knew. Maybe not about the name and all of that, but she was aware about his activities and financially, his businesses allegedly, and things were just not adding up. She knew. But once again, sympathy Portia is coming back and let her supporters make excuses for her. So this image right here described the Portia and Simon story perfectly, and that's the reason why I always use it. Now, back to Falynn, okay? All I'm saying is she didn't do too much. She did respond, laugh in the situation, and then she did promote her Instagram membership only and all of that. But for the most part, Falynn been minding her business. But if she wanted to be petty, she can, because he did the same thing to her. But I love that she's moving with grace and she's not doing too much. And that she's always had her membership for Instagram, her subscribers only. I keep saying membership because I too have my YouTube members only. So that's why I'm mixing it up. But yes, her Instagram subscribers, she's had that for a long time. It's not new. But if she wanted to capitalize of this news, anything else, she can do it because it's a part of her story. But anyways, I'm wishing all of you well. I'm going to leave you with the reason why Simon was deported and all of that situation. Take care.
Then when Portia got with Simon and, we were talking about it, and when I allegedly called Simon a scammer, when I allegedly talked about fraud, I was called a hater, bitter. You're not happy for Portia and all of that. And come to find out, vindicated, I wasn't wrong. So let's get into these court documents. We're going to address him as Simon. But according to court documents, on August 11, 1982, Simon entered the United States, okay? But he overstayed his visitor visa. Then in 1985, he requested an adjustment to his status, and that adjustment application was denied. He was then declared deportable, which Simon voluntarily deported from the United States on December 28, 1985. He then re-entered the United States in June of 1986, and he overstayed his 6 months visitor visa again. And in September 1987, he was arrested for bank and credit card fraud and pleaded guilty to a felony offense. He was arrested in January 1989 for unauthorized use of a vehicle, and again in May 1990 for fraud. Thereafter, the agency began removal proceedings. And this is a simple reaction. No one is celebrating in anyone's demise, okay? Kenya is on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Portia is coming back with her husband. And this is some tea, okay? So let's continue. My goodness. Again, January 1991, Simon committed another felony offense, credit card fraud. In April 1991, an immigration judge held a hearing and ordered that Simon be deported. On March 4th, 1992, Simon was deported and physically removed from the United States, okay? Before his March 1992 removal, however, on October 24th, 1988, Simon used a different identity to seek temporary resident status under the Special Agricultural Worker Program known as SAW. He also did not include his criminal history on the SAW application. When his SAW application was approved, with these misrepresentations and omission, he was given a registered card as a temporary resident on July 25th, 1991. So for those of you who might be confused about the dates, how was he approved for something in 1988, but then he was going to be deported in March? Let's go back to the very first thing that I read. Simon entered the country in 1982, okay? Then he overstayed his visitor visa. In 1995, he attempted to adjust his status, but it was denied, okay? And then he voluntarily basically left the country because when his application was denied. He was declared deportable, so then he voluntarily left. And then he committed those crimes. After he re-entered the United States in June of 1986, okay? He overstayed his visitor visa by 6 months. And then in September 1987, he was arrested for bank and credit card fraud. He pleaded guilty to the felony offense, okay? And he was arrested again in January 1989, okay? So for those of you who are confused, when all of this was going on and his first time getting deported and all of that, when he came back and re-entered, that's when he filed under a fake name and got certain paperwork that he needed. But under his original name, he still had all of these crimes allegedly and all of these things going on. And the only reason why his documents were approved is because he provided fake information. So hopefully you follow me now. Let's continue. So remember, because of his lies and a fake name, he was given a registration card as a temporary resident, okay, on July 25th, 1991, a part of that immigration benefits and program, okay? Well, Simon's status under that program was then automatically converted from temporary to permanent resident status following the waiting period, okay? Simon received his permanent residency card on April 27, 1992, at 26 days after he had been deported under his other undisclosed identity. So for those of you who are looking for tea on Simon, well, if he's going by Simon, but his real name when he committed those crimes wasn't Simon, then that's why you couldn't find the mugshots, the tea, the paperwork, and all of that. And even in this document, they're listing undisclosed. So they're still not listing the name. And Simon felt like, you know what, it worked. So let me go ahead and push my luck and apply to become a citizen. And that's the thing, okay? You can do all of that and it might work for you for a while, but eventually it will catch up with you. So on December 22nd, 2016, when he applied under his second identity, it was denied, okay? Because his temporary resident status was unlawfully granted. On December 31st, 2020, he filed again. And of course, at this point, you know the answer, it was denied again, okay? Simon last filing is listed March of 2023, less than a year ago, and yeah, a hot mess. So he rushed and got married to Portia, once again, who is another American citizen, in hopes maybe Portia Williams, connections and things like that would help his status. But all of the lies and fraud and stealing allegedly and everything that he did to get the money that he now have allegedly, good luck to them. I normally focus on blessings. I don't use the word luck. But in this case, good luck. Now, on the screen, you are witnessing videos and images and different things from Dubai, okay? I'm going to leave these on the screen while I talk real quick. So for those of you who are like, what does that mean, V? Now, thank you so much for reading everything, but what does it mean? Simon is a legal immigrant, okay? And basically, he shouldn't even be in this country. He's only in this country because of using a fake identity. Once again, his recent attempt to basically get rid of this situation was in March of 2023. Okay, so less than a year ago. It's going to be a year next month. So basically, that's possibly the reason why he's been in Dubai a lot and other places, okay? That doesn't mean he can't come back here, but now that the information is out, if he does come back, he could get deported, okay?
That's the important part, but you can see the rest and hear the rest of this information by clicking the links in the description below.
Once again, I'm wishing all of you well and take care.
My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.